Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you are watching ScopicPeeps. The tea I am drinking today is called Infinite Tea. You can see BB-8 on there, because BB-8 is adorable and I want 20 of them. But sadly my mom said no, so I will have to contend just watching the movie over and over again. So this tea is different in that it's I mean, it's kind of, again, one of those, like, oh, is this kind of what coffee's supposed to be like? I can't tell. The main ingredients it has are, I don't know how to pronounce this, pu'er charange. This looks like pu'er, I don't know what that is. Cream black, caramel black, and apparently also it has things like orange peel, cocoa nibs, and marigold flowers. So, you know, I like flowers in my tea, because I think that's great. This tea, the nice thing about this tea is that they tell you exactly how to make it, so they say steep flowing for 3 minutes. That's all you really need to get the full flavor. It's a darker tea, and it's definitely you can definitely get the chocolatey part of it and the creaminess and stuff like that. It smells amazing. And definitely one of those non-summer teas, so definitely probably not worth drinking while I am roasting in my room currently, but it is good, and it would be something I would be very tempted to make when it's nice and cold outside. Definitely the kind of similar to the chrome tea that I had before, less on the kind of mocha flavor, more in just kind of creamy flavor, and yeah, it's pretty good if you're looking for those kinds of flavors, and especially if you're like me and you just can't handle the bitterness of coffee. It's not nearly as bitter, so at least in my opinion. I don't know. I seem to be able to handle bitter teas better than I handle coffee. I don't know what that says about me, but oh well, this tea's at least good. Last time, I asked you, if an aliens came to Earth and chose you as their representative, you poor, poor soul, and you were tasked to deliver a speech to the aliens where you have to describe humanity in one sentence, what would you say? And let's go to YouTube first. Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment, but humans do not. We move to an area and we multiply until every natural resource is consumed, and the only way we can survive is to spread to another area. Winky face. Yay, humans like to destroy things and whatever we touch. Fantastic. If and when a humans, they become more human they could probably ever thought humanly possible. Haha, but you're gonna have a lot of people, a lot of aliens, asking you what human means, and I'm not sure if you've answered the question, but they would probably just go, I see anyway, so good job. When aliens ask me to describe humanity, I'd say, we try. We do try. We try so hard. I can just imagine like a 10-foot tall alien just patting me on the head and be like, you try. I don't know why I pat myself on the head. There, I'll pet you. Pet you, viewer. You have been pat. Time to go on Facebook. We can explain all this if you just give us a minute. I'm just imagining aliens come down and they're like, what happened? And it's just like, listen. Okay, I know there's explosions in the background. I know there's a lot of people screaming. I know the trees are dying, but listen, we can explain all of this. And the answer is bacon. For those who don't know, that is a reference to a joke by Louis C.K. about when God comes back to Earth and the Earth's all ruined. Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a highbrow joke, I apologize. Or lowbrow, depending on your opinion of Louis C.K. Let's move along. As individuals, we all have our own outlooks on life, which can be hard for the rest of us to understand when we use the word fact or objectively. Oh man, no. The more that you get to understand people and how things work, the more that you kind of understand that the word fact and objectively sometimes becomes a bit meaningless, as is the word opinion. But don't go too high. You're gonna go into the stratosphere of philosophy, and it's not a good place to be. Look, we're trying. As a whole, we mean well. This is much harder to see on an individual level or on a smaller scale. Yeah. Although it's kind of funny because you could flip-flop that, because you could say on an individual level we also very much do try it, and on a grand scale we look like we're not. So it kind of depends on how you see it. Mostly harmless is the response I am compelled to give as a self-respecting Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan. My own knee-jerk would be more like evil and stupid compounded by mob mentality. I mean, not really wrong. Gort Klaatu Barada Nikto. That is a reference older than I am. Have you heard of The Sims? It's like that, but with lasers. I mean, don't Sims have lasers? Isn't that like a DLC component? We didn't have to get in the DLC. It came straight in the package. Oh! Can you even understand what I'm saying? Well then, oh crap, that was my sentence, wasn't it? Good job, you have been voted off as the representative. They have ceremoniously hurt you or killed you in some way because you have offended their sensibilities, and good job. Now they are hitting us with their own bigger lasers that are better than ours in this scenario, we think. We can never really get the hang of Thursdays. I expected a lot of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy references. I volunteer as tribute. Take me off this horrible planet. Let's go explore the universe. I mean, you haven't described anything, so they have a lot more questions, but maybe you can be a stowaway. Psh, we already ruined the planet, so you're rescuing us. Oh, sad. Holy shit, you actually delivered my food on time. Here's my tip. Proceeds to give tip to alien while they give me my pizza with stuffed crust. They leave. The world now has so many questions about what just happened. Yes, I have a lot of questions. Mainly, what's on that pizza? I'm not sure if you should eat that pizza. That pizza may be dextro-based, in which case you really don't want to eat it because it's not meant for you. Mass Effect reference. Garrus forever. Yeah. I find it hard to believe that it's a mere coincidence that church, football, and Game of Thrones all happen on Sunday. Yep, that's the winner. That definitely explains humanity better than anything else I could have come up with or anything else that anyone else could have come up with, so good job. Alright, excellent work, everybody. You all described humanity in a sentence or less or more, depending on your definitions of a sentence, which is a whole other thing I'm not getting into. And yeah, so in this scenario, hopefully the aliens don't eat us. Or kill us. Or anything like that. Or we kill them. You know, maybe they're more primitive than us. We don't know. Except they got space travel and then came to Earth, so logically that wouldn't make a lot of sense. I'm one of those people, crazy people or whatever, that do think that there's some other life outside, whether it's outside of this, you know, solar system, outside this world, outside of this galaxy, what have you. I just think it's too much of, there's too much of statistically it does not make sense that we are the only, like, thinking sentient life beings in, like, the universe. But that's just my how I feel about the subject. Call me crazy, I don't really care. But the one thing I've always felt is that if it is inevitable in the future that we make contact with aliens, I either want to, like, live and die at a time where we never meet aliens, or live and die at a time where we've met and we have some kind of agreement. I don't want to be there during, like, the Turian War and stuff like that. Mass Effect reference number 2. But, you know, I don't want to be there during the fighting because it would just be really sad, and a lot of people would die, and I wouldn't know what to do with my life. And it's just not, you know, acceptable to be having friendship or otherwise with another alien yet. Mass Effect reference number 3. Oh, here we go! So anyway, my point is that aliens, we don't know. Aliens. That's all I got. Next question I have for you is, this is gonna be kind of a weird either-or kind of question, so let's see if I can explain this properly. Basically, I am asking the, like, not the hipster question, the weirdo question, I guess. So what is something either A, you like, that most people you know hate, or B, something you hate, that you feel like most people like? Now, as we're going to inevitably find out when you post these, a lot of people probably still agree with you, but it's kind of fun to see how we're all a little bit different and what makes us unique. So yeah, post a response to either or of that, and yeah, that's all, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. Without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!